right, listen, you know the vibe, infamous other day is Sirius XN, Shade 45. When I'm not in your car lighting up them airwaves, you know I'm simply vibing with Yaya Diamonds, because I said so. Booyah!
I want to welcome you back to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. I have a special show for you today. I just can't wait. You guys can get us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spreaker, Spotify, Roku, Deezer, TuneIn, Anchor, and Vimeo, and more. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel on Dream Chasers Radio. That's youtube.com/Dream Chasers Radio. We are everywhere. My name is Yaya Diamond, and I am just excited, guys. Hold on. I'm telling you, what? You're back and I'm back and we're all here to do this one interview, and I can't, I just took out my earrings, so I might as well just take out the other one. Just continuity, baby. Okay, here we go. So I am excited because, oh my gosh, I got an update. I mean, I can't call him a friend, but I can call him an acquaintance because I've been watching him like a hawk. And I don't think he's been seeing it, but okay, I'm not stalking. I'm just gonna let that be out there, all right? But I am very proud of him.
You're my friend, and you're my friend and family.
Charles D. Clark, welcome. What's up?
I'm happy to be back for the home front. You are family and you are a friend.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Yes.
I don't impose, but I do watch.
Hey, I'm a fan of your work too. Your singing, everything that you're doing, your radio, everything. It's great to see how you grow to become so phenomenal as God intended you to be. So
awesome. Yeah, well, I have nothing to do with it. That's it right there. Well, tell me about everything. I know there's so much going on.
Yeah, I don't know where to start. I will say this, that this quarantine has been such a blessing. So many things that I wanted to do or achieve before the quarantine took place or the pandemic, I wasn't able to do or wasn't my time. But for some reason, God said for me to achieve those things during this process, during the storm that we're experiencing. I guess we'll start from the my certification at Harvard that I've gotten first. So as we know, theater and classical training of the arts or whatever is much needed as far as to capitalize on the growth as an actor. So I took it upon myself to get a certification in one of Shakespeare's most genius collections of work, Othello, and more. And passed with a high percentage, 98.7 percentile. It was phenomenal. It's under the Arts and Humanities of Studies. And now I was waiting for almost 3 days, but got accepted at Juilliard for more training in drama and theatrical, training as well. And what's so cool about it is that, of course, a lot of colleges, is doing online training stuff, like virtually, like you actually in the classroom and so forth. And for a long time, Juilliard didn't do that. You have to actually go to the school. But because of the COVID-19, they're allowing you to start. So I'm taking several courses throughout the summer. And then once COVID is over with, I will pursue going to the actual school as well. That is required for some of my courses. But I got my student ID number. I got my congratulations and welcome to the Juilliard family. It's just it's a true blessing. God gets the glory. And as anybody knows, that certain things, and this is what I guess Hollywood is, but there's certain things if you attach yourself to or under the entity of, you just get mad respect. And we know that Juilliard and Harvard, if it was Yale or Princeton or whatever, those caliber of school, there's such prestigious presentations. If you're a part of that, then It'll definitely bless you. But make no mistake, we know Juilliard is very challenging. I'm gonna say hard or difficult because anything that you're passionate about is not hard or difficult. But they will. They like the Marines of the performative arts, so I'm ready. And
You need some
just
brain
did a
food.
short film. My first producing credit. Uh, yeah,
Brain
yeah,
food.
yeah. I did my first producer. Yes, yes. I did my first producer. Get my first producer credit for Judith Basin, which is a short film horror movie suspense. And because of the reviews, the awards that we got coming our way, that's going to be to a it's turned to a full featured film under Listen Productions. My bro George Dibble, Candace, Wesley, and David Deloach. So that's the team. Volkov, as you know, did very well and still getting awards. It's on Amazon Prime as well as Judith Basin. So Volkov, within the process of doing a full featured film, but of course, with COVID-19, which pretty much put everything in how. Then update everybody been asking me about Charm City Kings, the Will and Jada Pinkett Smith movie. I got a featured part in. It's
Woo!
supposed to be to the big screens, but of course, COVID-19 and the way Hollywood is structured is that time is money. I mean, basically, that's anything that we do, but Hollywood is very strict about that. And so, how God worked that is now that instead of waiting for the movie theaters to open and prolonging the fans, mind you, we also won at the Sundance as well. We're now coming to HBO Max, the new
What?
live stream service from HBO. Uh, they make their debut on May the 27th, but our actual day for Charm City King. But I keep you and the rest of supporters informed. Um, Other than that, auditioning, business meetings, virtual table reads. I mean, I'm being so productive. I have lots of time now. Still a dad, of course, but yeah. And as always, I'm so full of joy when I see people like you. And when I say people like you, I'm talking about the very few who refuse to stay down during the storm. You regularly, you know, being productive, your brand stands strong. And I tell people, brand is truth. It's who you are. It's what you represent.
Oh yeah.
So, and I love your jingle, man. Oh my God, it had like a neo soul vibe to it. If there's a full song of that, can I have that, please? If not, I need the jingle on an MP3 or MP4, whatever, and I can put on repeat. I was like, oh my God, man.
Oh, thank
Kudos to you.
you. Thank you. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was a short little piece for a client that wanted it for his cooking show. I've been doing like little jingles here and there for people. They're like, hey, Yaya, can you sing this jingle for me? And I'm like, sure, I got a studio. We can go there and get it done. And it's like, so I've been getting like people contacting me for Neo Soul and just music. And I just been keeping busy, just keeping busy. But no, there is
Yeah.
no full
Yeah.
song for that. But I will let my client know that people want a full song.
Tell him, please, let him know. And being now, because I know you do music collectively, different genres and everything. I mean, your performance is outstanding.
Thank you.
But so now that I know that you also do jingles, because some people don't do jingles. I mean, music. They just say, okay, I just do my music, that's it. So now that I know, I would definitely pass the word around. It was so cool, man. I actually like 3 people listened to it. I was like, oh man, this jingle got some swag. I said, yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. It took me a few days to come up with it because he was like, I want it this way, and this is what I want, and this is how I got it, this is what I want with it. And I'm like, well, do you have music? No. I just want these words. Do you have a way of singing the words? No.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay. So I had to come up with it. But that was my own little creation.
There you go.
It's good though. But
bravo,
thank you so much.
Bravo.
No, bravo to you. Bravo to you. Yo,
that's Juilliard's material right there.
It's like I never thought to go back to college, all right? But Juilliard and all that stuff, I don't even know if I could, like, I'd have to take a lot a lot of brain food, a lot. Because
Yeah, I might need to send me a couple bottles of that. Okay, yes,
my
I
attention
definitely,
span.
because even with Harvard,
I know.
trust me, Harvard was the same way. I mean, the literature, how they broke it down to understand Othello, and the whole thing about the more had the comparison from that ever to modern day time to depict Shakespeare's brain and learn to talk. You know, Harvard has a certain language. They do. All prestigious schools does. I'm still Charles D. Clarke. I mean, I can be intellect and articulate and everything, but I learned a lot, and I understand why that it was much needed. But it's all part of the journey. I tell people all the time, you have to invest in yourself, invest in your craft, whatever your craft is, and give God the glory. And there's something that's been opening up. Like, this is like my 5th interview in 2 weeks. I got 3 more coming. I got 2 this week, and I got 3 more next week, and maybe a possible. I've just in Sapphire magazine. It's a featured article by Yolanda Mack. She had one of the celebrity chefs on the front. She had Dionne Warwick on there, Crystal Fox from Tyler Perry, Mr. Hawthorne, the one that played, Big Red, 5 Heartbeats. So that's the caliber of a magazine that it is. So to have that, that's my second one I was in. My first article solely by myself in a featured. But I was in another feature with other people in the Quiche magazine. But all these accolades stuff that I've accomplished is not so much for me to say, hey, look at me, Charles D. Clarke. It is showing people that someone that's from the street, someone that was gangbanging, drug dealer, good for someone whose father died at the age of 6, someone who's been in prison for almost 8 years, to think of that transition is giving God the glory, and that's how you acknowledge that.
And that's it.
So I don't say I don't care less or care less about that, because that's disrespecting the people who really see the greatness in me as God have presented me. But I just want to make it clear that I just on everybody's platform, such as yours, amazing platform such as yourself, is to encourage someone to see the better vision of themselves and their purpose. And it's just like with you with the things that you're doing. Again, when we get on social media, people get caught up in the likes and the shares, and which is no problem. I mean, of course, we love the acknowledgments and knowing that we affected somebody in life. But a lot of people who really pour into you and who's really your fans don't always like or hit the heart button.
Yeah.
But if you talk to them, they can name everything that you've done, like a super fan. I don't always like your stuff, but I've seen your videos that you've done. I've seen also in your health and wellness promotions that you're doing, showing people how to get in shape. I've seen how many rehearsals you've done before you started your show. I'm like, wow, your rehearsals are as good as your. So yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen the support of your husband, and to see that power couple and important and being enriching each other equally yoked. That projects a whole different other inspiration for couples who are in this in this business. So I see. So as you can see, I see a lot, and that's why it was no problem for me to come back on your platform, because I'm inspired by you. I tell people, never think that you're too big in your status not to be inspired by anybody, because we all have a status. Our ultimate status and our ultimate journey is to be complete in what God have given us to do until He calls home.
Yes, definitely. I am so elated to have you on the show, and I am excited because I'm getting ready to release my Diamond magazine for next month, and you've agreed to be in it. Thank you.
Yes, I agree. Charles D. Clarke agreed to be in the Diamond magazine.
Yay!
Yaya Diamond. Yes. So, it'll be my 3rd magazine, that I'm in. What's funny is I was offered in the past a lot of times to be on the front page of a magazine, front cover, but my spirit wasn't right. I didn't settle with it. So I tell people I pick and choose. Well, I've been a featured article on the front, or again, it's not about me. It's about giving back. So yeah. I mean, look, you got your health and wellness thing going on. You got your music going on. You got your radio show going on that's
Mm-hmm.
everywhere, and now the magazine. I mean, so like to me, you're on a roll. The train on.
Yeah, yeah. And then now the Roku station, which gets the Vimeo on the Roku, which is about 43,000 people a month. So it's great. It's great. But my success is not really my success. I would say that I am directly connected to everyone that comes on the show, and everyone that comes on the show is so important to me. They're doing something that's so amazing.
Yeah.
They're not giving up on it. They kept going all these years. I have, like you come back, you're giving updates, Harvard, Juilliard, you're doing movies, you're still doing things, the festivals and all the magazines. People look at that and go, man, look at Charles. If Charles can do it,
Yeah.
I can do it too. So it's not my success, it's yours. And that's what this station is all
Yeah.
about. It's
That's a
all about the
testimony. And
success.
there are women out there. Yeah. It is. I mean, there are women there. I mean, and I'm not saying you don't inspire men, because you inspire me as well. But when we look at the princesses that's turned to queens, our youth children, the girls turn to females. Women empowerment is very important. I don't think that we can promote that enough. Women empowerment. I mean, when I think about mothers, aunties, grandmas, and just the female specimen. God chose that gender to give life. That's a great responsibility to have that nurturing and have that woman's voice. I think us as if you're a prince or you're a king, whatever stage you're in your maturity of your life, we should respect that. All of you women, no matter what your skin color are, just you being a queen, and what y'all doing. It's an art by itself. It's a masterful art that most people can't compose, especially us men. Like I was watching something the other day, and they were just saying, imagine a man trying to have a baby. And so they did a test on some guy. Of course, they put something in his arm, and they use some kind of test. They give him just a little taste of what it might feels like, and he cried, and he begged, and he says no. He can't make it past 1 minute. So that type of strength to give us life that God chose, I think that's very honorable. So, we just need to inspire each other and make do, whatever God given us. I tell people all the time, a seed can't grow on top of the ground; it has to be buried. So, if a seed have that much faith to know that it's going to break the ground and know that the water, the sunshine is going to take care of it, then how can we, that we are seeds on top of the ground, cannot think the same way? We don't have to bury ourselves in the ground in order to grow. So, we're doing it. We're doing it. Like Corona, what? Corona ain't bigger than God. We have to have common sense, and But I was telling my mom. I says, Mom, and I try to refrain from cursing at times. I'm working on that. I have my moments. We all do, and I'm still a man of God, but we have our moments. But I've never seen people who are so anxious to wipe their butts during the Corona times. All that toilet paper that was in the grocery stores before that, all of a sudden you can't find none. So you mean to tell me right now is that important to use? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, what was y'all using before? What were people using before? They weren't that anxious to use toilet paper then. So what was you using before? I'm sorry, I just had to get that out. I felt like I had to say that. I don't know. Everybody's now social distancing, and Michael Jackson, he wore the mask and the gloves. We clowned him. Now we're doing the same thing. I don't know.
It's funny.
This quarantine thing is really affecting a lot of people's mental state. I'm praying for them. Sometimes I have my moments as well, but see the joy in the storm, and that's how the rainbows develop. See the joy in the storm. And I think that's what we're all doing. So I'm happy. Because I would never had time to do or even push myself to do what I'm doing now. And that's just being honest. I can, I'm not saying, I always say I want to attend, I went to Theater Lab School of Performing Dramatic Arts in D.C., the number one school in D.C. I went there. Then I did master class under Samuel Jackson and Casey.
Wow.
And I know people have their thoughts about Kevin Spacey and what he did. Quite frankly, I'm not going to speak bad on that. 'Cause I don't know what happened, with him and supposed to sexual assault some guys. I don't know. But as far as his craft, he's one of the most brilliant actors of all time.
Hmm.
And so now I always joke, I want to go to Harvard or Princeton or Yale, or I want to go to Juilliard and I was like, it's never going to happen. So my career is doing pretty well and more things to come. And then with this pandemic, Harvard was like, hey, we got these free courses to kind of test out the waters. And if you like this, whatever, you have to pay, to be certified and take the full thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, okay, take advantage of this. So
Right.
I did it. And the thing about it is that if you don't pass, you don't get your money back. That's so you have to pass if you want to get your money's worth. And then with Juilliard, something told me just check it out, and I checked it out, and they offered some online classes, but it wasn't free. Let me make that clear. It's not free at Juilliard. They don't. Yeah, you have to. Yeah. But they had some summer classes that goes into the classes once at the actual school, and they did realize that, hey, we're not going to stop people from pursuing their arts because of the COVID. So that's the reason why they did it as well. But unlike Harvard, that you get a discount. Juilliard doesn't get no discounts, and I respect that. I mean, because the type of training that one would get there is priceless. So you got to apply and go through a systematic thing, and you have to be what they call Juilliard material, and ask some questions and gave it to God, and I post my process and said they get back to me with updates and let me know whatever. And then when I got the invite to apply, I said, "Oh, I'm halfway there." And then I did what I did. I prayed on it, and I got the got the okay.
Wow.
So I start I think June the 8th, I believe, and I'll be doing stuff there the entire summer, or until I'm gonna say until I go back on set, and then I have to reconfigure my schedule and go from there. But just to be a part of there, to see a student ID number at Juilliard, just to have that itself, it's like whoa, and it's all God. God gets the glory.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I want to encourage anybody out there who think well, Juilliard is for the prestigious. No, Juilliard's for the people who really wants to be in that field. If you're truly passionate about the art, whether it's acting, dance, music, and they see that, and God allowed them to see that passion. Not trying to be a celebrity, not trying to be famous, but to explore journeys without paying a penalty.
Right.
Hey, when it's your time is when it happens. So I encourage anybody, don't stop and let these titles render you or derail you from what you're really supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
Because
Wow.
I didn't give them Juilliard material. I gave them Charles D. Clarke. I gave them a guy with a testimony and willing to die for what I believe in. That's what I gave them. And there's nothing more passionate than that, if not, you know what I mean? So it's like with your music, you're doing great things with your music and with your, platform entertainment. So we all have a position to play.
Yep.
So we playing.
Yep. I am so happy for you. So
Thank
happy. You. And I know that, like you said, your story, your journey, I hope you're writing a book. Because
I am actually is already, I got it legal wise, whatever. So it's called God Didn't Create Average. And I've been working on this as well. And to give a little bit about that, I don't want to give too much because I get real deep in my testimony and things that I've been through. I mean, stuff I never revealed on the radio. But we have to realize that if the God that we serve is immaculate, the God that we serve is just beyond phenomenal, why do we choose to live a mediocre life? Why do we choose the easy way out? If God created us from his spiritual DNA, then we are destined for greatness. So I show people and teach people and prove to them systematically in a spiritual way why are you supposed to be doing more than what you're doing now. You have to be inconquerable from the enemy. And I've danced with death face to face, slept with it, everything. And so I definitely know that God is real, and that it's more because you can never imagine someone of the way I talk, my language, everything have completely changed. And that's the big thing about it. And a guy that's been gang banging and drug dealing and was doing enforcement, all these years in prison,
Wow.
and never went through none of that, can't even get in some of these schools that I'm doing, or expand on that platform.
Wow.
And it's because people think because if you're almost perfect, if you almost have or some people think they are perfect, that's the way to win. God don't use perfect people. He uses imperfect people.
That's right.
Because if you're perfect, then how can you prove that God is real, right? Because his power, his faith, how to change from this tribulation or this challenge into victory. That's how you give him the glory. And if God is perfect, then we wouldn't need him, and we definitely need him.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, and a lot of people don't realize my testimony itself got me to a lot of doors. I'd have been to many red carpets. I'd have been to many of the secret Hollywood parties or whatever, which you have to be careful of. I'd have been to a couple of those.
Okay.
Some was good. Some was like, Illuminati is real. It's definitely real. I would never sell my soul to the devil for a roll or part, because I had plenty of opportunities to do so. I'd rather get the part that God's given me.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I'm happy. I mean, I have my ways, have my challenges, far from perfect, but for the most part, when people's in good health, my family, my friends, my colleagues, even my enemies, we all have enemies and haters, no matter where you at. You could be Oprah, you could be Denzel, you could be anybody. You're going to have haters. And I also pray for them as well, because haters are just people who wants to be like you, but they are just too prideful to tell you that. And plus they market you for free, because your name always stays in their mouth.
Yep.
So thank you. My haters and my friend Yaya Diamond haters and anybody who listens to your haters, thank them. They're promoting you for free, man.
I know.
You gotta have to pay for it.
But it's so funny because I've always said, why do we have haters when they have a special talent? So basically they're ruining themselves by promoting me because they're hating me, but they have talents I need to maybe help them. And I don't understand why. You see where I'm coming from? It makes no sense to me to hate someone when you yourself have so much talent to give. So I know that they're there. I know that, but I just don't understand why. You see what I'm saying? They're not using their own talents, because I have Dream Chasers Radio. So I know that everyone out there has a talent to give. And so I'm looking for that talent to promote that talent, and I can't get it from them. And it's aggravating to me. You see what I'm saying? Because I see them wasting their lives. And it hurts me to see them wasting their lives. So I know that there are haters out there, but I think that haters, if you are a hater, stop hating. You have so much to give. Give your talents. I'm looking for you. That's how I feel.
Well, this is where it comes to right here. We've been traditionally in this world, we've been trained to compete in order to win. When there's no competition in unity. And people think when you're doing something better than them, or you advance or surpass them, that you are beating them some kind of way, or they're losing. But they're not realizing it's just your time, and their time is going to come. I posted this morning on Facebook this morning. I said, success to people that's against you is a threat to them. But success to people that's with you is a blessing to them, because they know when they're blessed,
Right.
So I don't know. some people, and the sad truth is that some people are gonna die with hate in their heart.
Yeah.
Not everybody's going to go. Everybody is not going to heaven. Um, this is what it is, and you have to forgive to live. No man should have hate in their heart. And can enter the kingdom. So,
It's sad. It really is sad.
it is.
It's sad for me
It
too.
is. It is.
It's sad for me because I would rather no one hate on each other. I would rather that because then we have
It's enough
so
out there for
much.
everybody.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
enough to go around. It's like it's an entire world out there, and you have something that really is unique to you, that you can give. So hating is just a waste of time. I'd rather have the talent. And so it does,
But
it aggravates me.
Some people live on a plate and some live in a buffet.
Mm.
When you live on a plate, it's all about you. When you live in a buffet, you have plenty to go around for everybody else.
I think I live in a restaurant. Forget the buffet. I want to go shopping. I want to pick out my stuff. I want to go out. I want to bring it all back to the kitchen in the restaurant and make the buffet. That's me. I'm a little bit different.
But you know what though? but you know what though? That's true. But what keeps the restaurant going?
Mm-hmm. The people.
Good food, good people, conversations. And you cannot replace food unless it's been eaten, correct?
That's right.
To put more there.
And that's why hating makes no sense.
It goes to waste.
And that's why hating makes no sense.
Exactly.
It doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
There you go.
So let them do what I tell people. I let people, I know a lot of people, you can't be liked by everybody. I mean, God is perfect and he's not liked by everyone, which is unfortunately for them. And I pray for them. But I used to get caught up in the little hate stuff or whatever. And then I learned and mature in my journey. Says, you know what? You get results for what you give energy to.
Right.
So I refuse to give energy to negative stuff. That's why I do my Charles D. Clark positive vibes only. Because I'm too busy for God to worry about someone who can't get their life together. All I can do is pray for them and try to inspire them. But I tell people, when you're too busy, you got time to worry about other people's business.
Yeah.
If I have to worry about what you're doing, I'm not busy enough.
That's right. That's right.
What is Yaya doing? Where's she going? What's her next venue? What's her next album? It's going to be a single or it's going to be a full album? What's her next radio show? What country has she hit? The whole time, God is like, you have a purpose back here. Hello?
Yeah. Yes.
And it's the intent. It's the intent of it. Now, if you're a fan and you want to know these things because you want to support, yeah. So it's the intent in which you deliver your energy,
right?
Your intentions, the malice. So like me, okay, what y'all doing now? Oh man, she does all the rehearsal. Let me see, she getting right. And most time you don't see people in the crowd actually tune into the commercial. Yeah, so like, okay, we wait till they start, but your crowd actually there, like like your rehearsal is like a bonus for them.
Yeah,
you're prepping them.
Yeah,
and then when it's time, you what? You know what I mean? And then so it's like, it's I'll be seeing it. I'll be loving it. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, Charles, again, with everything that's coming up for you, with everything you have, congratulations on it. Keep going and keep being the inspiration. You definitely keep me. You definitely keep me on the ball because I watch you and I'm like, oh, Charles is going hard. Charles. I'm like, you go, boy. Charles, I gotta get him on the show.
I just be obedient to God. I mean, I don't like I said, I'm not perfect, but I say things that most people are scared to say. Not that's a respect factor, but I do it in a way not to hurt anybody. And I do things to promote stuff on social media in order to change somebody's life or test them, because sometimes you have to experience pain before you experience change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, Charles,
Yeah.
where can people
Yeah.
find you on the internet so they maybe can follow you and kind of keep up with you and when the movies come out and all the stuff you're doing? I mean, again, Charles is an amazing actor. I'm surprised that he even talks to me. I'm excited.
Oh, don't even do that. Don't even do that.
I'm excited though. It's
Don't even
you
do
know what?
that.
It's an amazing thing when you connect with people who are moving forward. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, so he's moving forward. I wonder what he's doing. And it's not like I wonder what he's doing. No, it's I wonder what he's doing. Oh wow. Go, Charles, go. It's like whoo, whoo, whoo. You know
Oh
I'm
yeah.
behind there going,
But even with me, if you look at everything I accomplish, I always say, I'm proud of everybody else. I always reiterate that. Even my comment box with Juilliard, I did the same thing with Harvard. Let people know that it's not about me, it's about us. We all celebrate.
Right.
Because the better position I'm in this industry, the more I could be of help and support to those who really need help.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Reach one
Yeah,
and teach one.
that's right. So where can people reach
yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Where can people reach you?
Uh, but if you Google Charles D. Clark without the E, because some people always put the E on it, no E, just Clark, Charles D. Clark on Google, it'll pretty much give you my whole journey, my accomplishments. But if you want to go directly to social media, Facebook, it's Charles D. Clark. On Instagram, it is Charles D. Clark 1980. And on Twitter, it's C. Clark Inspire, which is CCLARKINSPRE, the number 7.
Awesome, awesome. Well, while this interview has been going on, you've been watching Charles D. Clark. I met him when he was like, were you on Empire or just coming out of Empire? How was that working when we met?
When you and I met, I just got brought back. We met the end of season 3.
Okay.
And they bought me back for season 4.
Mm, that was so cool. That was so cool. So look, Charles D. Clark has been doing all kinds of amazing things, and we put his information in the description box below. All right. We also put it under his name. So as you've been watching this and the progress that he's been making, you know what? I say that I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for everybody here, but Charles has done so many amazing things. If you're just tuning in, Go ahead and go back to the beginning. Listen to it, because I'm telling you right now, he is an inspiration. He is oh my gosh, I can't believe that he came from here to now look at where he's at. And I think that he's such a humble person that he doesn't really think that, he's inspiring people, but you are inspiring.
Well, no, I know I'm inspiring people from all over. I mean, I get a lot of, emails and stuff. I just, like I said, it's all about humility. I just, I give God the glory. And like I said, I'm not here trying to be famous and trying to be, a lot of people say, oh, Charles, but you climb the ladders, I get that, but at the end of the day, none of that stuff goes with you. What goes with you is what's in your heart, the deeds you do towards your breathing, brothers in Christ, what God has, and I'm setting up stuff for my daughter. My daughter's my everything. God first, but my daughter, my mom, a couple people in my family, not everybody, because family is not made by blood. It's the creed in which you treat people. So, I'm gonna continue doing what God want me to do until He called me home. So
that's it.
I'll be 40 this year. So I'm still young, but I ain't getting no younger. So I have a long journey ahead to plan and do my part for this world, for God.
Awesome. I want to thank you guys again for tuning in to part 2 of Charles D. Clark's interview with me. I am excited for him. I can't wait for the movie to come out. I'm like,
oh,
yo, when you graduate from Juilliard, you got to come back as a Juilliard graduate and be on the show.
Well, I'll tell you like this. I will come back upon my summer course's completion, because if I come back when I graduate, I won't see you for a couple of years.
Oh, no, we can't do that.
3 year type, yeah.
No, you can come back a little bit earlier than that.
The courses.
Yes.
When I complete the whole summer program, I will let you know my experience, and I got you.
Definitely, definitely. And don't forget to tune in to and pick up your copy. All you gotta do is just ask, get it on the email me, and subscribe to the magazine, Diamond Magazine, where you will see Charles D. Clark in our next edition of June 2020.
That's right. Please, please, please subscribe to this phenomenal magazine, Diamond. Please, I endorse it highly.
Awesome.
Highly.
And we always have upcoming artists and authors and just different people that are coming up and doing their thing in the magazine. You don't want to miss it. Charles, thank you.
No problem. I'm going back to studying, being great. Much love and blessings to you.
Thank
your
you.
husband, because you and your husband, y'all equally yoked as one. And to the rest of your family, and I pray that anything that you touch or touches you, it's a complete abundance of blessings.
Awesome. And you too. Thank you so much. And thank you guys so much for tuning in again. And don't forget to what? Dare to be different.
I dare to be different.